I think you have often wondered, why do some people become rich and others remain poor? Well, of course, we all have dreams of wealth. Imagine how great it would be to have unlimited opportunities and freedom. But let's take a deeper look at this. What really distinguishes a rich person from a poor person? Today, we're going to take that question apart, bone by bone. So, make yourselves comfortable. Here we go. Do you often judge people by their appearance? Let's be honest, because we've all had those moments when we think, wow, that guy in designer clothes and cool jewelry is obviously successful and rich. But it's not that simple. In fact, those who are really rich don't always flaunt their wealth. This person looks like they have all the money in the world. But the truth is, rich people rarely spend large sums of money just to impress. Why? Because they don't need to prove their worth to others. They know that expensive brands and novelties don't define their status. Why buy $1,000 worth of jeans when you can find quality ones for much less? For them, it's important not to follow fashion, but to invest in something that actually delivers value. And they also know how ridiculous it is to spend money on unnecessary things to then limit themselves in food and think about how to live to the end of the month. And this person who prefers comfortable and practical clothes is probably much richer than you think. Rich people have different priorities. They know how to use money wisely and are not looking to show off their wealth through things. This applies not only to clothing, but to many other aspects of life. Imagine seeing a koala who spends all her resources on shiny jewelry and a pelt that glistens in the sun. But she forgets that it can be cold in winter, and jewelry doesn't keep her warm. Our L, on the contrary, is dressed more modestly, but he has accumulated enough leaves to cozy up in his hollow tree for the winter. Here's an example of how appearance can be misleading, even in the world of koalas. Let's move on to a more important question. How do the poor and the rich manage their finances? Imagine this. A poor person works day and night to earn more money, but his income seems to slip through his fingers. Why? Because instead of making money work for him, he chases money as the main goal of his life. And you know what? No matter how much he works, there's always barely enough for the bare necessities. While the poor work for money, the rich make money work for them. What does that mean? The rich see money as a tool to accomplish their goals. For example, they can invest in their dream project, start a business, invest in real estate or securities. What do the poor do? Often they don't think about such opportunities because they are always busy at work, trying to earn a little more. The rich realize that money is just a means, not an end. They don't live for money, but use it to live the life they want. Some koalas take daily risks, picking the most dangerous and inaccessible leaves to sustain themselves for the short term, but our friend has gone the other way. He self-seeds eucalyptus trees so that his stock grows and multiplies, providing stability for the long term. Many of us, choosing a job, first of all, look at the salary. And it is quite natural, because no one wants to work for pennies. But how often have you had to accept a job that you do not like at all, just because it pays well? Poor people often think, well, it pays well. They go to a job they don't like and spend the whole day wishing the day would end sooner. Truly wealthy people choose a job they like, even if it doesn't pay much at first. Why? Because they know that if you do what you love, it will eventually bring both joy and money. Of course, there is always a risk. Perhaps in the beginning, your work will not bring millions, and sometimes it may even seem unprofitable. But real success comes to those who are not afraid to take risks and do what they really enjoy. And you know what? When you're doing what you love, you won't feel like you're working. Your business will become a part of your life, not an obligation. Isn't that great? Elle really didn't like climbing trees endlessly looking for fresh leaves. He decided to use his experience and knowledge to create a unique leaf-picking guide. Although it didn't bring him much income at first, over time it became very popular with other koalas who wanted to improve their skills and save time. In the end, Our friend earned more from selling his books than he would have if he had spent his life doing something he didn't love, climbing trees. Thanks to his persistence and desire to do what he really enjoys, he managed to avoid a day of routine and turn his knowledge into income. Have you ever wondered why some people become successful and others do not? Very often, poor people blame everyone around them for their failures. The boss, the government, even the weather. The boss doesn't appreciate. Parents brought them up wrong. They cheated at the store. How many times have you heard such complaints? Poor people rarely take responsibility for their lives. They look around for someone to blame, but do not realize that success or failure depends primarily on themselves. Provident people, on the other hand, always take responsibility for their actions. They understand that their success depends only on their own labor, talent, and intelligence. If something did not work out, it is their own fault, not someone else's. Yes, it's difficult, but that's where one of the secrets of wealth lies. Learn to take responsibility for your life, and you will see how it will begin to change. Some koalas blame others for their tree withering away, but successful koalas know you need to water your trees, take care of the leaves, and do not hope that the neighboring koala will do it for them. Only by taking care of your tree can you expect a rich harvest. Dreaming is great, isn't it? Dreams inspire, give hope, open new horizons. But here's the trouble. Many people stay only at the stage of dreams. They build air castles, but never take any steps to turn their dreams into reality. Poor people often put things on hold. I'll do it tomorrow, or better yet, next week. They are afraid to take risks and step out of their comfort zone. As a result, their dreams remain dreams. At the same time, the rich take action. They dream too. But they turn their dreams into concrete goals and try to achieve them. Yes, it takes effort. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a cozy life on the couch. But they know, if you are really on fire with an idea, you can't put it off for later. You have to take action right now. Think about those who have changed the world. Would they have become so famous if they had only dreamed? Think of Steve Jobs or Elon Musk. They all started out with a dream, but what made them different? They took it a step further. They took responsibility and took steps to achieve their goal. In the koala world, there are those who dream of high branches where the sun shines brighter, but don't take a step to climb there. And there are those who, despite the difficulties, climb higher and higher every day until they reach their goal. Remember that your dream is the top of your tree, and only you decide whether to climb there or not. If you think that learning ends after school or university, you are deeply mistaken. Rich people never stop learning. They realize that the world is constantly changing, and to stay afloat, you need to keep up with the latest knowledge and technology. Poor people often stop learning, believing that they no longer need education. They are content with what they already know, and are afraid to go beyond what they are used to. The rich, on the contrary, invest in their self-development, read books, attend seminars, communicate with people who can teach them something. They realize that knowledge is a power that helps them reach greater heights. Remember those who started from scratch, but thanks to their desire for knowledge and self-development, were able to achieve incredible success. You too can become such a person if you do not stop at what you have achieved and always strive for new knowledge. Even koalas learn. For example, young koalas watch the old and experienced ones, learning from them how to find the tastiest food and choose the warmest hollows to hibernate in. Those who never stop learning are always in a better position than those who rely only on their old knowledge. In the koala world, as in ours, knowledge is the key to surviving and thriving. So, friends, as we can see, the difference between the rich and the poor is not only in the amount of money, but also in the way they treat life, money, work, and self-development. The rich are not afraid to take responsibility. They learn, develop, and always act to turn their dreams into reality. And the poor, unfortunately, often stop in their tracks. letting fear and doubt hold them back. Remember that each of us can change our lives. It all starts with your thinking and actions. If you want to become wealthy, start small. Change your habits, learn new things, and most importantly, take action. After all, as one wise man said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that first step today. Thank you for being with us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Take care and see you all again.